Every single day, we get just one Minecraft day to build my forever world. And recently, I've decided to give up on all of this that we've built over here to head over here and start not fresh, but on a new project. And it might be quite a crazy decision because we have everything we could ever imagine over here and more. And we also have, obviously, our famous chest of melons where we are grabbing one melon for every subscriber gained throughout this series. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. And you can also get on our infamous wall of subscribers like my friend Rafe Wells 2007. And if you want to get on that wall, it's pretty simple. Hit that subscribe button, like the video, hype the video to boost your chances, and leave a comment letting me know you did so. But we're working on a lighthouse over here, and not for anything, but this is day 215 of this challenge. So as you can see, we've gotten quite a lot done playing just 20 minutes every day of 2026. And we're not done yet. We still got 150 days to go exactly, so the clock is ticking. I don't want to spend too much time on this island. I eventually want to get back to our world over there. But enough of the yapping. Let's get right into things, and let's start, I guess, improving this build because it needs a few improvements. And starting with right here, I have an idea of what I want to do on these walls, and it's going to make this look much better, one, and two, it's gonna diversify our block palette a little bit. But I also need to make sure I grab glass from our inventory room over here. And it's a good thing we didn't choose to build very far from our island, because we can just head back over here. And it's honestly not, like, down there is not much farther than the farthest we built that way. So it hasn't been too big of an issue, honestly. And I thank myself for that every day, because that was kind of just a game time decision to head over there and start building. Not really much planning involved over there. It was kind of very impulsive, but at the same point, there was reason to it. And reason one was I had some great builds in my mind, and I didn't really know where to place them over there without hiding them in corners, because we built so much over there. So we needed a little extra space to work with, and we got it. So let's take advantage of that space, and let's start finishing this lighthouse build. Obviously, it's not much of a lighthouse at the moment because we don't have a light, but I want to see how that looks. And I don't actually think I'm loving that, to be honest. So we might just keep the fences after that large build up right there. Yeah, I think we're probably just gonna keep the fences. Maybe I go with it right here. Maybe I do something like that. No, it's not working out, my friend. It's not working out. So it's actually a good thing we took down those fences, because I think I messed them up actually. So let's go ahead and fix those up. Throw them back on in there. We're gonna leave the fences here. A little bit of a game time decision there, but we have to make sure that we put glass in all these windows, which I probably should have done while I was building, but it's a little late for that. So we're actually probably not going to worry about that right now. We're going to put some trap doors around these windows here because they are looking a little bland, and I think this will help them look a little nicer. And maybe, just maybe, we get something going like that. And also we're gonna need a slab right there. I want to see if that improves the look or if that's just a little excessive. I think that improves the look, honestly, and it still keeps it looking like a lighthouse. So I think I'm going to stick with that. I do like that. I think that's a nice little addition right there. Or, actually, I have an idea, because we are going to have to add light to this build. And we already have a ton of trapdoors as well. So what if, just what if, I did something like this? That should look better. That looks better, I think. And well, I'm going with it. We're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna throw lanterns around every single. Or hear me out. What if I just threw one right there and left the trapdoors? That's a better way to light that up. Okay, we're leaving the trapdoors. I'm being a little bit indecisive today, but this build is probably I don't know. It's probably the build that I've spent nearly the most time on at this point. That house took a while just because we designed the interior very nicely. We have not yet touched the interior of that windmill. We will get to that, I promise you that. It's just not a priority right now. We want large builds. We want to fill this island out. We'll worry about that on like day 320 or something like that when we got the time. But we don't really have the time to work with like that right now, so let's stop yapping. Let's stop messing around today. And let's get right to it. We're going to make a ton of trapdoors. These are going to get used way faster than you would imagine. I promise you that. We use trapdoors like it's going out of style, which it's not. I mean, trapdoors are not out of style. I don't know when they're going to add another block like a trapdoor, like a vertical slab kind of thing. That, I feel like, is in the near future for Minecraft. The amount of talk that I've heard about vertical slabs during my time playing this game, and they just have never happened. Little disappointed there. They are definitely a great block, and hold up, I just kind of came up with an even better idea for this. Hold up, I got a better idea, and this would be the perfect use of vertical slabs, actually. Because what if I did something like that? And let's see how we like that. That actually looks much better. I'm going with that. That's ideal. That is perfect. I'm loving that. We're sticking with that. But imagine if I had vertical slabs, like one to throw right here. And we go stair, trapdoor, vertical slab. A little added depth, like that would be crazy in the depth department. That would be going insane. That'd be doing numbers. This axe is about to break, and I noticed that. And to be completely honest, I'm not sure I quite care. Well, I kind of do. It's efficiency 3 and we only have 6 levels. Let's go fix this bad boy up. We already smashed our pickaxe a few days ago. That was brutal. And we got a better one. Don't worry about that. The Pickaxe of Legends. Thank you for the comment on that one. Appreciate that name. That is a fire name. Let's grab ourselves some diamonds. And also, I don't know how many of you are typically too interested in my journey as a YouTuber. You know, obviously this Minecraft journey is very interesting. I'm sure there's a bunch of you out there who are interested in my YouTube journey as well. Like, you know, starting from basically nothing to trying to create a community that, you know, we love and can appreciate. And I just prepared the wrong pickaxe as I'm yapping. But I have big plans for this channel. I promise you that. And they're coming soon. Don't you worry. We got ideas. And I've been thinking a lot. Like, I reference this as my forever world. But if I were to build a forever world, I think it'd be a lot different than this. And also not for anything, but I think I'd like to maybe play a little bit more than one day at a time. So if I do end up dropping a different series, say a forever world series, would that be something that all of you would be interested in? Because I've thought about it a lot, and like, yes, at the moment, this is my forever world, but this plan, the entire plan of this challenge was a 365-day challenge. Now, has it grown to surpass that? Maybe. Maybe it has. I'm not 100% sure on that. Why the heck did we just fall off that Minecraft? Why am I able to crouch on the edge and then fall off the edge? That does not make sense to me. But I don't know. I've thought about starting a new world, a forever world, where we could maybe be more involved with the community that we're creating, because 20 minutes a day, unedited, just straight uploads. It is like I will respond to every single one of you in the comments, but like getting to specific build ideas, building stuff to kind of represent the members, it becomes very difficult. I do have to say that, and I think a forever world would definitely allow me to accomplish those kind of tasks a lot easier. So I'm not sure. Would you guys like to see a forever world? If so, let me know in the comments. I'm all ears. And I love everything that you guys have to say about this series, and I always read every single comment, so just know that there has not been a single comment that I've missed on this channel since I've started. I think we need a little extra there. And that might actually be doing too much, actually. I think that's doing too much. It looks like it's doing too much. It doesn't look the best. But what if I did something like that? And I keep forgetting, but I do have the FreeCam mod installed. Let's throw this pickaxe in our inventory, but FreeCam, we're allowed to go like this and visualize our build from the outside looking in like this. This is pretty cool. I think I like that. Do I like it more than that, though? Let's take a look. That or that? Is that doing too much with the window? I think that looks pretty good. I kind of like that. We're going to go with that. The small details, they add up. And, yeah, I got big plans for this world. Yeah, I want to get to all my builds, but also I want to make sure all my builds look nice. So if I take a little extra time on some of these builds or some of these small ideas, it's because I want it to look perfect. You know, I don't want to drop a new build for all you guys and then I'm like, oh, well, that was not the best. You know, I like spending time on these builds. I like getting to work, but I also like spending time. So that's looking good. I think our next task is going to be the tippity top over here. And actually, now that I think of it, we're gonna need a lot of glass. We're gonna need a ton of glass. We definitely don't have the glass for this build. I have to go get some glass. I think I don't know if I have glass. I'm praying to the Minecraft gods right now that I have glass to supply this, but I really don't think I do. Okay, I have sand, and I of course have coal. So let's throw this in there, get that going, get that started, and get back to work over here. That's actually huge. I didn't think of that when I was going over my material list. That one must have slipped right through. But let's do this. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have a platform here, obviously, to place the light of the lighthouse. I think we're just going to do the light out of glowstone. I did mention a few videos back. One time I made a redstone, like, contraption, like probably my only redstone contraption ever in Minecraft, and I had the light rotating. It was like going around in a circle like this, and it was very cool, but it lagged my world out. And we're going to be doing a lot in this world, and I don't want to have to shut my lighthouse light off because it's lagging my world out. So we're just going to keep it glowing. I mean, during the day you won't really notice anyways, you know, there will be a little bit of light, but really I'm really that little amount short on slabs right there. All right, time for the 900,000th crafting table of this series. And let's go ahead and get ourselves just a little bit more slabs. We only needed 3, but we made more than that. Okay, platform down. Now, on this outside, I think I want fences, and I think I'm going to do them out of dark oak. And I don't really know. I don't love the fact that I'm using 2 different wood types throughout this build, but I did on this build and it came out pretty nice. So I'm thinking spruce fences or dark fences on the top. That's a tough one. I'm gonna go with dark oak fences. Do we have dark oak? We have dark oak. Okay, I just dug up my crafting table. Let's place that back down, and let's make ourselves a good amount of dark oak fences. We're probably going to need quite a bit of these. Let's just make a ton of sticks here, and let's make a ton of these. That should probably be enough, I'm assuming. And we're going to bend this all the way around. Make sure we click that instead of the trapdoor. Or we just hit a quick little crouch clutch right there. And all the way around fences. That's looking pretty good. Now, for the light itself, what I want to do is plan out how big I want this light to be. And what I'm going to need for that is glowstone, my friends. So let's go get ourselves some of that good old glowstone. How much do we have? 0. Absolutely none. Alright. Well, let's go get some glowstone. Gosh, I hate the nether. I said I would never come back here. We're going back in there. If I die, RIP's in the chat for me. There's a high chance I do. I think I've gone in the nether like 3 times. 3 or 4 times so far throughout the series. And total deaths, easily clearing like 9. Maybe a little less, maybe like 7. Not sure on that. But it's more than I would like to admit. I'll say that much. Let's go find some glowstone real quick. Should be real easy with our elytra. There we go. We got some already right here. Nice easy spot to grab it. We can use our silk touch axe. And this should be nice and easy. I don't know if this is going to be enough. We're going to have to find another pocket of glowstone. But it's a good start. It's a good start. And I think as well that I also have to mention that on the Patreon, I have the world download, my mod pack, my shaders. I have not yet uploaded my resource packs. I do have to do that for all of you, but it's all free. You're all welcome to download it, you know, for free. And I just want to see everybody enjoy this world for themselves. I want to see other people, you know, enjoy like the mods that I use as well. I think that would be pretty cool. And the shaders. I know a lot of people ask for my shaders. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Just head to my Patreon, link in description, link in my bio as well if you can't find it in the description. But check that out. Download the world for yourself. I actually have never myself downloaded a Minecraft world, but I do know that the way I uploaded it was correct. But just make sure you have, I'm assuming you're probably gonna need like my mods installed, so make sure you have that as well. I don't know if you'll actually need it, but I do play on, I think it's Fabric, and the version is 26.1.2, so I hope that helps all of you. And try it out for yourself. You know, I'd like to see somebody else load up the worlds. And if you do load up the world, if you do download the world and play it for yourself, let me know in the comments. And if you're not on that wall of subscribers, I will throw you on that wall of subscribers, because you will be the first person to play. Oh my goodness, I thought we were just gonna die. You will be the first person to play on this world other than me. We're getting out of here. There's a gas shooting at us. I see some glowstone over here. We're going for this. A nice little pocket right here. And I would like to have the confidence to kind of make that jump, but I'm not gonna. We're gonna use some leaves. We're gonna use some leaves. And what do we got? We got about 2 minutes left, so let's get all the glowstone we can in this 2 minutes. This should be, I believe, more than enough for what we're gonna need in this lighthouse. I mean, is that necessary? Do these guys do that on purpose? Is that built into how they work as a mob? Do they purposely walk in front of you? Because it happens more often than it doesn't happen. And I would like to think that there has to be some sort of like, look at that. He's trying to make me hit him. The last thing I need to do is smack one of these piglins right now, because it wreaked havoc on my entire world. We were getting ready for day 100, and it threw me for a loop. You know, we were in trouble at a point in this world. We were in serious trouble, not only because we were like preparing for day 100, and it was like day 90 something, and we died multiple times. Like I said, more times than I would like to admit. And yeah, we had like a few days to prepare for the End Dragon fight on day 100. It was rough. It was brutal to say the least, but we got it done. We did it. Day 100, we fought the End Dragon. It was kind of clutch. It was very clutch. But let's go ahead. Let's also maybe cook some of this stuff up. Get some more gunpowder. Yes, I use a mod that turns coal into gunpowder because I am not taking the time to create a mob farm. Sorry, all of you that want to see a mob farm. It's not happening. Not now. That's for sure. Not right now. Maybe if I do a Forever World, that would be something that would be very easy, and I could make a video about it and everything, but when you're only allowed 20 minutes every day, you can only do so much. And we got a lot accomplished throughout this world, a lot accomplished throughout this journey, but that is the end of day 215. And I messed up yesterday. It was actually day 214. I said 215, but if you made it this far in the video, comment hype, because let's all hype the video. Why not hype the video? Let's get hype. And also make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hype the video. And I will see you tomorrow for day 216.